I have to tell you what I did yesterday. I rewatched Spirited again.
Oh, really?
I freaking love that movie. I love that movie. And I watched it just so I could show my son Dutch a couple of scenes because I love that movie. And I know, Kyle, how far did you get and what do you think?
I did. I started watching it this morning. I think I still have 20-ish minutes left of it.
Oh, there's a whole thing.
I'm sure because you
it.
said there was a twist.
There's a huge twist. It's
So
Ryan
far,
Reynolds.
it's pretty cute.
Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell. Right? It's good, right?
Yeah. I don't think you said it was same level as Elf.
No. I don't think it's. I don't
Okay,
think
because
it's.
I'm like, I don't think it's the same
No,
level as
no,
Elf.
no.
Because it's totally different, but
not at all
it
same
is
level
good.
as Elf.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that. I do think. I do
You
think.
said that yesterday.
I don't remember saying
did
same
say
level.
that.
You did.
What?
Yeah.
You did.
Let's check the tape.
That happened.
I don't think that. I mean, there was a scene with an elf. Do you see that scene?
Yes.
And I think that it's definitely a Christmas movie. As far
Maybe
as
you just
Elf.
misunderstood Kyle's question.
What was your question?
Yeah, I said, would you consider it the same level as Elf?
Wow, I don't.
Maybe
That's
you
so.
said yeah.
Wow, I don't. That's so weird because I think Elf is a hell of a movie, like a legendary movie.
It's nearly perfect. It's nearly a perfect
Yeah,
Christmas
I think Spirited is fantastic. I watched, like I said, rewatched it yesterday, but I don't think it's the same level as Elf. Like Step
No.
Brothers is up there, is a great movie.
Yeah.
Elf is a great movie, and
I
Spirited.
think because I think like
I mean,
knowing
Spirited
you
is a
said
musical.
that, I was expecting that watching it. So I think maybe going into it, I was like, oh, this could be Elf, but it's not. But it's totally different. But it's still
totally
really
different.
good.
It's a musical. Elf's not a
Yeah.
musical. Like I don't know how it could ever. I totally misunderstood your question if I gave you that answer.
It's okay.
But I still love the movie. Like I said, I want to watch
It's
it because
good.
yeah. So, did you see that scene with the whole "Good Afternoon" scene?
Yes.
Are you at the part where he confronts the taxi cab driver?
I don't think so.
Oh God, that's a
Not there
callback.
yet.
That's my favorite scene,
Oh,
and
okay.
that to me is a fantastic.
Is that the one you had to show Dutch?
Yes,
Okay.
but I had to get. So if you have 20 minutes left, I had to watch all of it to get to that scene with Dutch just for that payoff. Just,
I like how it's sort of like it's very Christmas version Deadpool where they sort of like acknowledge what they are doing like at certain points. So like at the very beginning they're like, why is everyone singing? They're like,
Yeah.
it's a musical. What's a musical? This whole thing.
the afterlife. The afterlife.
Ryan Reynolds
Cool.
stuff.
The afterlife is a musical.
Okay.
So that's kind of what
That's
what you're
fun.
saying.
Yeah.
Have you
That's
got to
fun.
the very, very dark part? Very, very, very dark part?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
see, then I think maybe as a package, you're going to go, wow, this is a
Okay,
good movie.
yeah. I still think it's good.
And you finished Wednesday?
I did. I
And
finished
how-
last
Oh,
night.
wow.
And so what do you think of that?
It's really good. It's a really good show, and there is a little twist at the end that I was pretty happy with. I liked it a lot. It's a great show.
Okay. And Kyle, you remember yesterday I was telling you guys that the actor, the love interest in Wednesday looked familiar to me?
Yeah.
Okay, and you didn't pick it up.
No.
Okay, so somebody messaged me and told me who he is, and I was like, "Damn it! I wish I would have figured it out." He's the son in Your Honor who killed the guy.
What?
The Your Honor is a show on
Bryan
Showtime
Cranston.
with Bryan Cranston, and he's
my
the guy. He was the son that ran over the kid in the motorcycle. He's
Oh
Bryan
my
Cranston's
goodness.
son, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's right!" Because I usually like to figure these things out on my own. And I don't want to go Google it. I just try to let my brain figure it out like a math equation. I like to do actor math. And somebody messaged me and I got it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. So anyway.
Good pull.
And
Yeah.
I did not recognize them at all.
and there's a season 2 of Your Honor coming out.
There
Have you seen-
is?
Yeah, I saw they've already put out the trailer for it. It's really
Oh,
good.
man.
And my kids were telling me that Wednesday season 2 is already done.
Oh,
like
it's already done?
It's going to drop in the next few months. I started watching it
Oh,
yesterday.
wow, that's exciting.
I loved it because it's like you're watching like I don't know, high school drama, but like through Edward Scissorhands because
Yeah.
Tim
Totally.
Burton. I really thought it was cool. I'm about 45 minutes in. I thought it was real good.
It's almost a little Umbrella Academy-ish.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
And I liked that show too. So
yeah, I like all those.
Wednesday.
The School of Good and Evil. I liked too.
Oh, I
The one-
loved
I
that
thought that was
movie.
really good too.
So my son Dutch, he's the only kid at home right now, and I was in Hawaii for a long time. Just if I round up, let's just say 3 weeks. I was there, right? And I was by myself for the most of the time, and I was living alone. So I was like trying to survive, if you will, on my own. Yeah. And it turns out that I went there. Let's just say I was there for 3 weeks, and I went there with 3 days of clothes. And I remember telling you guys that I at one point just used one spoon, and I was using
Yeah.
paper plates, and I was doing all this stuff, right? So I'm in that mindset. And so then my wife, when she showed up there, she was like, went to do my laundry, and at one point she goes, "There's only 2 pairs of socks." I'm like, "That's right. I lived with 2 pairs of socks.
Oh.
Right? I was just wearing the same thing over and over
Didn't
again."
they start to smell?
No, my feet did. For some reason,
Oh,
didn't
you can't
smell.
smell anything
That's
anyway.
true.
Yeah.
Very
You don't know.
true.
You don't know.
Very true. So yesterday, it was dinner time, and my wife she was like, we had late lunch, and then so it wasn't one of those days, where it's like kind of everyone's on their own, but kind of not on their own, So she had sushi for herself, so she got to the grocery store, and then Dutch wanted hamburgers. So I was making hamburgers, 2 hamburger patties for him, 2 hamburger patties for me, and as they were cooking, I like my meat a little raw, so I just kind of ate mine right there while I was cooking his, and I had a fork and I put them on the plate, and then I ate mine, and then I cooked his, and then I was like survival mode, and I just put his burgers on my plate with the same fork and the leftover ketchup,
Ew.
and I brought over to him, and I'm sitting thinking after I gave it to him, and he didn't know. I was kind of like, what am I doing? Like, I can go ahead and use another plate. I can use another fork. Like, I'm not in survival mode. Like, we have a vast array of plates and forks. Like,
And
I'm here
ways to
full
wash
family
them.
mode. Like, it's okay. But I didn't say anything. And then he was done. And then when I put the plate back, I was kind of like all proud of myself. Like, wow, I just fed a family of 3 with 1 fork
Oh my gosh.
and a plate. And I was like, man, I'm telling you, I think I could totally win Survivor right now. I lived in Hawaii for 15 days, for 3 weeks pretty much, and 2 pairs of socks. But I did continue buying clothes as the time went on when I was in Hawaii.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I didn't buy socks, though. I kept buying more shirts.
Yes, they do that a lot on Survivor, where they just go shopping.
Yeah, where's so-and-so?
They're at the mall.
Oh, yeah. I never went to the mall. In one of the things in
That's
Honolulu, I
part of
told you,
Survivor mode.
in Honolulu, they have the largest outdoor mall in the world, and I tried to avoid that as much as I could. I just cannot. There's something about a mall that I'm like, oh, I can't do it. But
Yeah, I'm with you.
Overwhelming for sure.
It's too much.
it is